welcome back to Colleen's Kitchen and how to eat vegetables with Colleen Shumrick. Today I'm going to show you some healthy alternatives to a pumpkin pie crust. So if you look over here, I have almonds, a half a cup of almonds, a half a cup of cashews, and some medjool dates. These dates are very soft. Sometimes you get them and they're not very soft at all, so in order to pit them, you have to kind of put them in warm water. I didn't have to do it this time, they were very soft. And I'm also going to use some sea salt. So I'm just going to put these in my food processor. And I'm going to take about a half of a teaspoon, probably about a teaspoon of salt, because what I want is that sweet kind of saltiness for my crust. And then I'm going to take this and lock it in. And then I'm going to tell you, I'll be right back because it's going to get very loud. Okay, so welcome back. I'm glad you didn't hear that. It was pretty loud. So I just have it. Come on over here and I'll show you what it looks like. It looks like just kind of like this kind of a doughy thing here. And what I would do is just put it into my pan and then smash it down into the pan and form it. And I could leave that in the refrigerator overnight, or what I'm going to do with it, I'm actually going to put this in a container and I'm going to put them in little teeny weeny, kind of like cupcake tins, and make them little bite-sized pumpkin pies. I'll show you when I make the raw pumpkin pie. Alright, I will see you in a little bit. Hi, welcome back. I told you I was going to show you how to make some pumpkin pie. You know, I said in the last video, raw. What do I mean by raw? I just mean fresh. Instead of cooking the pumpkin, why can't we eat it just the way it is with its wonderful mild tastes? And that's kind of what I'm going for. It's just as fresh and closest to nature as possible. So what I've done is I've taken some pumpkin, I've taken some cashew butter, yes, and some raisins, and some ground nutmeg and cinnamon and ground cloves, and I took about probably 7 dates, and I'm going to add a little bit of salt a little bit later, but not right now. And then I added just a bunch of water so that it could kind of, and a banana, and just a bunch of water so that it, not a bunch of water, but a little bit of water just so I can get everything mixed up. And again, I'm kind of creating as I go along to see how it's going to turn out, because I was looking at a recipe, I don't have this, I don't have that, so I improvise. So let's see, we'll see what it looks like. I wanted to bring you in. I know that it's very loud, but I wanted to tell you that in the beginning I had to really mash down, and I had to add a little bit, but probably about a 1/4 cup of water. All right, I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back, and this is what it's turned out to be look like. And remember, this is raw pumpkin pie. And this is the kind of thickness that I wanted it to be. You see how it just kind of stays up on the stomper? That's what I want it to do. All right, now what I'm going to do, instead of putting the almond cashew crust, and the pumpkin together, again, remember, I don't want that to kind of like make the crust soggy. So right before I serve it, if I go to a party, that's what I'm going to do. But tomorrow morning, or maybe even one time tonight, I'm going to make just these little cups, and I'll show you what it looks like. But I'm also going to bring you along to show you how to make cashew whipped cream. See, what I'm trying to do is have whole food alternatives to some of our favorites at the holidays, so that we're eating good food even when we're having what we call dessert. Enjoy.